Simon & Schuster Audio and Grove Atlantic present Vanishing World, a novel by Sayaka Murata, read by Nancy Wu, translated from the Japanese by Ginny Tapley Takemori. Aren't we kind of the opposite of Adam and Eve? A boyfriend once asked me long ago. I was 20 years old and had taken this boyfriend home at a time when I knew nobody would be in. I had been dozing off in sheets that were infused with our body heat and opened my eyes a crack as this curious question came fluttering down along with the sound of the rain outside. What do you mean the opposite? Well, look, Adam and Eve ate the forbidden fruit and were banished from paradise, right? Like, they were the first man and woman ever to have sex. So, supposing humans were headed back to paradise, and there was a last couple to ever have sex, they'd be the opposite of Adam and Eve, wouldn't they? Is that what happened? I responded sleepily. There I was, thinking that Adam ate the fruit of good and evil, and then had to go out to work to get food to eat, while Eve was made to suffer even worse pain in childbirth, or something like that. Oh, really? He said, and lit up a cigarette. But then, don't we only know about pleasure and shame because Adam ate the fruit? I've always had this image of you being the last Eve, Amane. I mean, while everyone else is returning to paradise, you're the last human left having sex. What the hell? That's creepy. It sounds like a curse. Well, anyway, that's how it feels to me. He stroked my hair. No way. I laughed, but it felt like a curse had seeped into my body and stuck under my skin and wouldn't go away. Dawn that morning was accompanied by the sound of heavy rain, just like the day I was born. Part 1. Until I went to elementary school, I lived entirely in a world my mother had created. I did go to daycare, but I don't remember much about it. What comes to mind when I think back to that time is the small old wooden house in Chiba, where I lived with my mother, just the two of us. My parents had divorced, and my father had already left home by the time I was in daycare, but there were photos of him all over the house. On the TV stand, on my mother's vanity, everywhere. My mother would open up an album stuffed with photos of him holding me as a baby and tell me over and over, "Daddy loved you, you know, Amane." The house had been left to
Sample complete. Ready to continue?